Okay, today great finds that came in today, the day after the election, and I have some old election and presidential things to show you. First thing I'd like to show you is stereoscope cards. Now, stereoscope cards have been around since the 1850s. As you can see, there's two identical pictures. You'd put these in a viewer and you would get a 3D effect. You can see this particular ship here. These are from, I dated these from the 1890s, and I'll tell you why in a second. This is actually, these cards appeal to both people who collect photographs, as well as the subject matter is going to make a lot of difference, because these are actually military people as well. This is Fightin' Rob. Fightin' Rob was a hero of a battle in Chile. Didn't even know we fought there, but he was back in the 1890s. He served through the Civil War, and he was a national hero. And at one point, because of Fightin' Bob's language, his minister wrote to the New York Times to complain about him. I'm not sure that would happen today. Of course, we have some sailors here. Oh, and here's a picture. There's a presidential picture. This is Admiral Dewey, the hero of Manila. He actually ran for president and dropped out of the race in support of McKinley. Probably a good call on his part. He was the hero of the Battle of Manila. He also served from the Civil War through Spanish-American War. In the Battle of Manila, he only lost one soldier. He was the first one to be called the Admiral of the Navy. But that's an old, looks like a campaign with his uniform on. This is how I dated these cards. This is actually the inauguration of President Cleveland in 1896. As you can see, it happened on March. Oh, that was a copyright on March 4th. I don't know if you can see Grover in there, but I'm sure he's there. I'm not sure of his crowd size, but everyone looks to be dressed very nicely. There's a ship in war paint. This is how you got a mule on the ship. Of course, and just some different soldiers on. Here's a cavalry parade. U.S. Cavalry. This is actually a log cabin from Florida from back then. Probably a hotel there now. And we've been hunting for a long time. People used to get dressed up to hunt. That doesn't look like camouflage, but these guys, okay, seem to have a good time. So these are real cool cards, and they actually will appeal to a lot of different people. And the viewer's actually not that hard to find. And then this box, we're going through this box. What this box has in it has nothing to do with the box. I'm not sure. There's no chocolate in here, but what's in here is an old miner's hat. You can see that they would light that lamp, fill that here with fuel. And this is the hat that they'd wear to go in, and actually coal miners. Whoever wore this hat probably had a real tough life. There wasn't a lot of OSHA regulations. A lot of these guys lived in company housing, and if you got hurt in the mill, your family would be out on the street because they had to use your house, which the company owned, for the new worker. It's kind of cool. It's made of brass. Probably still light up because there's not much to these things. But that's an old, nice piece of history. And always save your miner hats in chocolate boxes. I thought this was this looks like a handmade knife. And I would say bear claw. Not sure. I do like bear claws. The pastry. See, got got some kind of cool stitching all the way around. I have no idea about this particular knife. It looks handmade to me. There's actually a wood sheath inside. The wood sheath, so everything looks, you know, I don't know where they took this knife, if they made it from another one. It will hurt you, but I think that's paint, not blood. I don't think I'd want to be hit with this particular. I'm not sure what it is. If you know, let me know. But I just thought it was a cool knife. Well, it's nice. You can get an extra nail. Pretty awesome. So things like this, everything looks handmade about this particular knife. And knives are always big sellers, especially if you can tell who made it. If I made up a good name, maybe Admiral Dewey, it'd sell for a lot of money. Now, this is one beat up bowling pin, but it is signed by two of the best bowlers that ever lived. Now, Dick Weber here, that's his signature there. Dick Weber is like the Michael Jordan of basketball, to bowling, or the Babe Ruth of baseball. He is the guy to beat. Now, he signed this pin. He signed this pin also with Jim Pencock, who was also a very good bowler, and they had some pretty good bowl-offs here. I don't know why this pin seems to have seen a lot of use. This is made in the USA, in case you were wondering where bowling pins were made. Now, this is obviously a used bowling pin. I don't even know what a bowling pin cost. But I do know that a Dick Weber signed bowling pin, and I just think it's cool how it's all beat up, would be a very nice addition to anybody who enjoys bowling, who likes bowling, who just wants to have a conversation piece in their house. Where did you get that beat up bowling pin with Dick Weber signature on it? So these are just a few of the things that came in today that I thought were cool. If you don't mind, please subscribe to the channel. I try to find some of the cool stuff that we do each day, and we're also filming customers, and we do have some interesting folks that come in here. But anytime you run across things that can be cross-referenced, they appeal to more buyers, and it's just an interesting thing. And these are all parts of history: bowling history, naval history, the working man's history, and the hunting man's history. Thanks.